For elders, navigating the legal system can be a significant source of stress and anxiety, and the Contra Costa Senior Legal Services team is helping to erase some of those worries. Here to tell us more about what they offer is intake specialist Lenore Soto and executive director Matthew Hulse. Lenore, Matt, thank you so much for being here on Live with Bay.
Thanks for having us, Jess.
Yes, of course. Let's get an overall view, Matthew, of what Contra Costa Senior Legal Services is all about.
We offer free legal help. Anybody in the county who has hit their 60th birthday. And so we're there to serve anyone that comes in the door. Lenore is one of our great intake specialists. She's one of the first people that a senior will talk to when they come to us for help. And there are senior legal service organizations in every county in the Bay. So if you're a senior and you have any sort of legal trouble, there is free help available.
Wow, that's incredible, because I know that a lot of people definitely can take advantage of this and they need that kind of help. So Lenore, I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into that and kind of understand what are some examples that people do come to you for to get the legal services.
Recently, the most cases that we have has been in housing and elder abuse. And so we have some cases that are outside of our priorities, but we try to refer people. There's like 180,000 senior citizens in Contra Costa County. 7% of them are suffering from food deprivation, housing issues, and Social Security issues, overpayments or appeals. And also, there's the elder abuse, which is sadly getting higher, especially for people who live with relatives that have mental illness or addiction problems. So that kind of exasperates their situation, and it's very sad. We have different types of clinics. We do advanced healthcare directives, durable power of attorney, simple wills, and we educate the elders on how to prepare their estates. And you know, we're just really trying to help senior citizens to know their rights, but also to understand that they're cared for. You know, my concern is, their
quality of life.
To enhance their quality of life. And my concern is that my concern and the concern of the staff, our team, have a wonderful team of attorneys and volunteers, really concerned that senior citizens don't become invisible in our society today.
Yeah, and so Matthew, how are you guys just helping them to improve their quality of life? You know, once people do come to see you and you're able to help them out, how are you guys helping them improve their quality of life?
So when an attorney is needed in your life, it's often a point of crisis. And so, as you, I'm sure, are well aware, housing is a crisis on many places. So a senior sometimes just needs a little bit of an accommodation because their health is changing. And the letter from a lawyer can be that sort of magic bullet that convinces a landlord, oh, you know, widening the entrance to their bathroom needs to happen. And that senior can get the change in their home that lets them stay there, not have to get institutionalized, and can just have that higher quality of life that I think our grandparents deserve.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's lots of little instances, and you guys are there to help, and it really does make a big difference. Well, you have an event coming up. It's a Summer Soiree and Symposium. So Lenore, tell me the details about that.
Well, we're going to have a panel of speakers that will include a few of the local judicial people, and we're going to they'll be discussing the plight of seniors, what they're facing, what could be done for them, what's not being done for them, and we will have some entertainment there. So what it's really about is about having people understand more about the legal work that Contra Costa Senior Legal Service does, and also stretching out to make people aware of, it's not just Contra Costa County, but just to make people aware that seniors out there facing these issues, and you know, I'm fortunate. I'm a senior, and I have wonderful children and a good support group. But there are many seniors that don't have that support group. So we are doing our best to be one, and we try to link seniors up with other support groups. So we're going to be talking about this at the symposium, and it's just about an awareness that the seniors need the support. Yeah. And an appreciation for seniors.
Yeah, Matthew, what do you hope that people take away from this summer soiree event?
Well, there will be some knowledge, but we're also going to have a little bit of fun. Our topic is serious, but we're going to have some champagne, some dessert, so they can take that away. But I really hope, as Lenore said, I think the importance of our grandparents, I don't know anything about your grandparents, but I think too often we think, oh, they're fine. But they really have done a lot to help us to be where we are. And I think we owe them the dignity and the appreciation that I think everyone that walks away from this event will feel, I really appreciate the seniors in my life.
Yeah. Well, I think that the work that you guys are doing is so important, and I think that it's also important what you mentioned earlier, that every county has this service available to them. So where can people go to find more information if they do need some legal services?
That's a great question. So there's this line, the 211 line, for any kind of social help that you need, including for seniors. If they need any kind of help at all, dialing 211 is a great answer. That's probably the easiest thing to put out to people. Call 1211 if you're looking for free legal help or any other kind of help. That's where to go.
Okay. Well, thank you both so much for being here and sharing about this. I hope you have an incredible event.
Thank you, Jess.
Yes.
Thank you, Jess.